Hey everyone, it's Craig Campbell with Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and today I'm making a video, day 7 of the 22-day challenge to raise awareness of the veteran suicide problem we have in America. About 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And Hammy and Son, who has a YouTube channel, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it on the notes, but check out Hammy and Son. He's called forth a challenge to raise awareness in our communities of the suicide, and not only just for suicide, but really for PTSD, for just for veterans coming back from serving our country. And you can see right there, I've got two books, Warren Spahn and Henry Aaron. Of course, many of us know Warren Spahn served our country faithfully during World War II in a real environment, as he received Purple Hearts and Bronze Stars and Presidential Unit Citations. And Hank Aaron, although he was not in the military, Hank served through the USO. He made many tours over in Vietnam with Stan Musial and Harmon Killebrew and some other players. Again, not actively serving, but serving our troops by raising their spirits. And I've got two people I want to show you today, which are maybe going to surprise you. I've met them before, and they're from my favorite football team. And first up, we have Ray Nitschke. And that's right, Ray Nitschke. Let me get him put in there right. That's his 1971 football card, his last card. And Ray Nitschke served in the U.S. Army, believe it or not. He served in the Army in 1961 as at Fort Lee. And the thing is that he was already a member of the NFL Championship Green Bay Packers team. And here he is serving in the Army. And he managed to get weekend passes to play in 12 of the 14 games. But here's Ray Nitschke, who certainly has what we'd want to call a military background. He was a tough player. What a great player, though. And really a greater man than he was a player. Ray Nitschke was an outstanding person, a man. He served the community of Green Bay in such a great way. But yeah, Ray actually served in the Army in 1961. And here's another one. His last card, the great Bart Starr. And I've got to meet Bart Starr a few times, and he was in ROTC when he was at the University of Alabama, but really, the connection that I have with him in the military is his dad. His dad was a career Army guy, and Bart Starr and his dad had some issues, some father and son issues. Bart was never really able to please his father growing up, and his dad was a very exacting, a very disciplined man, and Bart Starr later on said that really allowed him to flourish under Vince Lombardi's exacting and demanding head coach all through the 60s as he led Green Bay to numerous NFL championships. So Bart Starr was really grounded in a disciplined lifestyle, and that allowed him to flourish under Vince Lombardi. And Bart Starr may not have been the most athletic quarterback. He may not have been the greatest thrower. He didn't have the strongest arm. He didn't have the most accurate arm. But I'm telling you right now, Bart Starr was undoubtedly the best field general ever as an NFL quarterback. He was able to take a team and lead it in the middle of the field, down the field, and perform and get people to come together. And I don't think there's much discussion on really who was the greatest leader, general, quarterback in NFL history. I think it would be a hard argument to say that Bart Starr was not the greatest. But his dad was a military man, and that he really instilled that in Bart Starr. So two guys that probably surprised you. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about Bart Starr coming up here in this next one, because his career needs, and his lifestyle, and his life and with suicide and death, it needs to be brought forth for him, and some of the trauma that he went through in his life. But guys, remember, we've got a country that loves our veterans. We need to take care of them. Any suicide is too many, but 22 a day, come on. We can do better than that, guys. And again, this is to raise awareness. Have a great day. Let's take care of each other out there.